Welcome, everybody, and welcome in particular to Philippe, co-founder of holaspirit, and willing to do a demo for us. Thank you very much. What we're going to do today is Philippe is going to talk a little about holaspirit and where they're coming from, and then do a demo, and then there will be time for people to ask questions about it.
Yeah, thank you, Ted. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for your invitation, and I'm very glad to introduce holaspirit, what we do, and also what's our purpose and how we see the future with this platform. I would like to start with a few words of introduction about me and why we decided to start this company. So, in short, my background: I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years. I never worked outside my own ventures. My first startup was created when I was a student. And more than 10 years ago, I started a company called Sociocracy. It's a very popular enterprise social network here in France, where I'm based. And we compete with tools like Slack, Workplace by Facebook, and those type of internal communication platform. And 5 years ago, while we were scaling this company, I was looking for a new way to develop this business, because I didn't want to have this traditional company where I'm on top of this org chart, and it doesn't make sense for me. And I was looking for something, and I found Sociocracy because the Zappos case and Tony Hsieh, it was starting with this new ways of working. And I decided to train myself on this methodology. I did the practitioner training, but also the coach training. And at some point, we discovered that a tool was necessary to support this methodology. And this is because we were in this web industry. I have a good development team. We decided to do a side project first, and it became a company when other enterprise companies just knock at our door to know if we could sell this product and if she could use it for their own Sociocracy implementation. So this is how we started holaspirit 4 years ago. So as you understand, it was first designed for the Sociocracy practitioners because this is what we wanted and this is what we knew. And of course, during these 4 years, we understood that Sociocracy is one of the different methodologies among others. And of course, Sociocracy, I think, was previously created before Sociocracy, and the principle, you share the same principles. In fact, it's about agile principles, making things more explicit, transparent, about iteration, collaboration also. So it's agile principles. And we didn't want to only focus on one methodology, and this is why we decided 2 years ago to think about a new product and how we could be a better support for all companies that just want to stay agile at scale. It's one of our baseline, stay agile at scale. So being able to support your agile practice. And of course, start with a new governance, new design, a new structure based on roles and circles, and build this new practice on top of this roles-based platform. So I will make a demo of holaspirit just to conclude with this introduction. Today, holaspirit has customers in more than 30 countries, mainly in Europe. We work very well with Netherlands, of course, but also Germany, Switzerland, and Belgium. We have more than 400 paying companies using our platform, from 2 people to 2,000 people. Our biggest customer is a bank with 2,000 employees using our platform. So there are a lot of large accounts that start something today on our platform. Sometimes a pilot, just to test and to try and to see how it fits with their organization. And we can sense that there is a lot of interest and more interest about this new ways of working. So we are very confident with the future, and we hope that this platform with this openness will help us grow and meet company's expectation about these new ways of working. I'm very glad to do this demo for you guys, Sociocracy practitioners, because we really want to support this also these methodologies with the key principles that you have in the Sociocracy methodology. So we worked hard on the new version to be a good support, but you will judge. And I'm now sharing my screen to jump into the demo. So I understand that you can use the chat to maybe ask questions for the end, so that when I will finish the demo, we will have a list of questions that we could start with. So do not hesitate to use the chat. I'm correct, Ed?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is a platform, holaspirit. Can you see my screen? Is it correct? Okay, super. Just close the notification, sorry. Okay, should be good now. So when you first log to the platform, so you will see this hierarchy or this graphic, this new org chart using roles and circles. So it's very familiar to you, I suppose, because we share the same principles with Sociocracy, the separation between roles and people. And you can click to zoom in and zoom out to explore the roles with this graphic. And we can click on a role to discover all the details related to the role. So we use the three main characteristics: purpose, accountabilities, and we call domains and policies to describe the authority of the role. We can see the different people that are assigned to this role. Today there is a circle lead, or a guy, I mean a role inside a circle. We can call it circle lead, but it could be another name. And he can assign the members that have best fit for the role. We can also attach documents if you need to give more explanation, or just to link with existing documents that describe a procedure, a process, or more detailed activities. So you can just upload a document or start a publication to add more details about what the role does. We can see also the activities. This is something really new, but we want to track and to have a better follow of the different assignment, but also when people resign from these roles, and also the different evolution of the roles, so that we will be able to follow the roles and get notified when something happens with those roles. And we can also describe the work, I mean, where the role is involved, what are the different activities the role is doing in terms of a project, of course, but also actions. And we can also describe metrics and checklists. So this is something that gives more transparency about what are the different actions, projects, and activities in general handled by this role. So this is the way we describe every role in the organization. We can also use what we call custom field. So custom field are additional information that we can fill to describe all the things that we would like to share, including, let's say, tools, for example. And all the information that we write there will be accessible through the search tool. So when we click, we can also see the overview of the sales circle, and we find the same tabs like roles, but also documents, numbers, and activities of all the roles activities, and also the work, metric, checklist, project, and actions. So this is the way we describe roles and activities. We use the meetings to change this information. So we have two different meetings. we have the governance meeting and the what we call tactical meetings, but we are working now on meeting templates so that we will you will be able to use meeting with your own process and all rounds inside this meeting. So it would be cool to I mean, to also support strategy meetings, maybe Scrum meetings, or type of meetings that you would like to support with a platform. If I go to a governance meeting, I can join the meeting. So I have 3 steps in this example: check-in, agenda round, and closing. And during the agenda round, we can share some items. You can also import existing item that you already prepared with what we call tensions. So it's very easy to import existing tensions, to process this tension during the meeting. And when we click on, when the secretary choose this item, so we can start a proposal to start or create new roles or edit existing role. And yeah, and make some change about the different, propose some evolutions about the different roles that already exist in the organization. So of course you can use a consent decision-making process in your meeting to validate this proposal or to process a different objection, and at the end to validate the proposal. We use also this meeting to do election or selection. So to choose and to vote for the people that have the best fit for specific roles. And we can also use governance meeting to create policies and restructure the roles and circles. So to make move in and move out roles, I mean, to move in or move out roles from a circle to another one. I said that you can also support the project on the platforms. This is an important thing because if you don't work with your role, you forget your roles, and you are not able to feel what could be improved, and you don't feel the drivers or the tensions in what you do. So we have very classic Kanban view to share the projects by circles, so I can navigate within all the circles of the company. My circles are highlighted and there by default, and this is where I can work with my team and share the different evolutions, start new projects, add to-do list also, share documents to work on a daily basis and add transparency on these activities. We also have what we call OKR, objective and key results. This is something really new. We just introduced these modules 1 month ago because more and more companies are using objective and key results to make more explicit the different strategies and priorities within the company, and to cascade these priorities within the different circles. So it's a cool way to let people understand that where they should focus, and they can so we can synchronize with the different key results, and also attach the different projects that impact the objective. So each circle can have different objective and key results, and this is our first iteration on this new module. Of course, we can also share actions, and I can see the different actions that are attached to roles in different circles of the company. Use the search tool, filter by role, filter by circle, also filter by member if I need to. I forgot to present these 2 important features. So this is the roles tab and the circles tab. And this is where I can see all my roles in the company, but I can also see all the roles of the company and search for specific role very easily. So everything is very accessible, and I can click on the role to see more details about it. We can also see what are the vacant roles, so where we need people, and where people can also apply if they think they have the good fit to fill this role. And then the roles that assign members in the different circles will receive a notification to consider this applicant. We have the same for circles, so we can see I can see my circles, but also all circles of the company, and use some different filters to access the one I want to access easily. The search tool is very interesting because it's about who is doing what and access easily all the information in the company. So if I search for finance, I can easily see the different roles I'm looking for, and also project, action, and checklist. So all the different information will pop up, and from there I can immediately access the different roles or other activities I'm looking for. We have an administration where so the admin can manage the whole company, including members' invitation and all different settings. I won't get into. I won't give in too much details, but I will answer questions if you have. And also the member can manage their profile and also choose one of the different languages that we have. The platform is translated in 10 languages, so we can deploy. Well, you can deploy this tool in the main countries, main European countries, but also, of course, United States, to fit with your own language. So this is the main things about holaspirit and how it works today. I would say that it supports the sociocracy principles, because you will be able to design your own structure with circles and roles. We also provide the sociocracy core roles, so you can easily get the specific core roles of this methodology in your organization. And next month we will have a new roles templates in our administration, so that you could easily manage this by your own. We support the consent decision-making process. It can be done in a meeting, but also in an asynchronous way. And the platform will automatically send to your circle members the proposal that you make when you want to make a proposal without waiting the next meeting. And we also support the selection process. Today it's done by a meeting, but it will soon be possible to do this election process in an asynchronous way. And the platform will manage your different rules about how you want to select people and elect people in some specific roles. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about holaspirit, and maybe we can start questions from there.
Let's see. Oh, one thing, you have not talked about pricing structure, right? I had it in my notes here to remind you to talk about that.
Yeah, thank you, Ted. So holaspirit is available. It's a paid service. So you have 30 days of trial, free trial period. And after these 30 days, we offer a price, one subscription, sorry. It's 4.9 euro per user per month on a monthly plan, or 3.9 euro per month on a yearly plan.
Thank you. If you have any more detailed questions, everybody, you can put them in the chat, but I'm just going to go through the questions now. So is there an API, other ways for customization of the functionalities?
Yeah, sure. All the features and all the platform is supported by a REST API. So everything is accessible, and we have many customers that build some cool apps outside the platform, yeah, with their data.
Sweet. So these are very mixed questions, of course, because I'm just going chronologically. So now we're jumping a little. Denis, is a role a domain?
Is a what?
A role, a domain. Or maybe you want to explain it, if it's Denis.
So each role can have a purpose, accountabilities, and domain and policies. Okay, but you can choose if you need to fill all the characteristics, or if you can also attach new characteristics, so using custom fields.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to make some equivalence between the vocabulary. I mean, in Sociocracy, we create domains, and that seems to be what a role is in your system. And domains are assigned to one person, and they become a role, or they are assigned to more than one person, that becomes a circle. Is that right?
We manage both, and we can manage both. I mean, you can have domains per circle or per role at role level. Does it answer the question?
I'm not sure, but let's go on.
All right, you can think about it and add something, or maybe somebody else is adding something. Is this already answered here? Can you create roles and structures outside of governance meetings? Did you answer that?
Yeah, we can use the tensions tab to prepare some proposal and to send this proposal to the circle members without waiting for governance meeting. So all the members will receive a notification, and if they have no objection within a certain delay, the proposal will go live.
Yeah, Jacob?
It was actually my question. My question goes very much, can you actually almost draw a circle and make it, or do you have to get the circle chart? Do you have to go in and do a whole process? For instance, if you're building on an existing structure?
I'm not sure to understand the question. You are asking if we must go in a governance meeting to make some change. I mean, you can do everything outside a meeting regarding roles and circles design. But as soon as people are invited in the circle, they will be part of the process. So it's today we just have the consent decision-making process, but we will have very soon other decision-making process, including no decision-making process, to initialize a circle and to create directly from the circle new roles without asking people or without any other process. And we will share all the operations in the roles activity feed. So it's another way to make something very transparent on what have been done without any more formal decision-making process.
Okay.
So that's a very lean, loose way of starting a circle, right? And
so
you want to support that? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and we would like to support also other decision-making process, not only consent or no decision-making process, but let's say democracy, so that you could choose that you need 1/3 of the vote of your circle members to have a proposal, to validate a proposal. And we also work on a co-optation mode, when you would like to say that you need only 2 members or 3 members out of, I don't know, to validate your proposal. So with this different combination, we could do a lot of different decision-making process for your governance, but also for the operations, because we would like also to support votes for the operations. I would like to give an example. If you want to invest 20k euros, 20,000 euros, you may need the feedback of your peers or circle members, and we would like to help the organization to support such process and such feedback process using decision-making process specific to the operations.
Okay. how do OKRs integrate with Sociocracy? That's almost not a question on holaspirit, but do you want to say something about it?
I don't think that OKR are specific to any methodologies like Socio or Hola, but it's just another way to manage your project and actions and to be focused on the right things, because the methodologies trust people to put the energy on the right thing, but it's sometimes difficult to choose between many things that you have in your plate, and OKR are a cool way to make your strategy and priorities more explicit for anyone in your circle, so that anyone can say, can better choose which project they should work on, and what is the impact of their project on the objectives of their circle, and of course the objectives of the company in general.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to cluster the next two questions. Where are decisions organized, and can you search for them? Do you want to show us that?
I didn't. So when you go on the meetings, we will find meeting reports, and all the different meetings. I'm not sure about what I will find, but let's say there's no tension there. No tension there. Okay, it's not very relevant. We made so many tests on this platform, but we will share all the meeting reports in this section. You could choose by tactical or governance, and we will give you access to the meeting reports, where you can see all the different agenda items and the decision related to this items. And of course, in the activity feed, we will soon have all the different steps and evolutions about the roles. So it's another way to see what's going on, what are the different evolution of each role in the company.
But for now, you cannot search in the meeting notes for words. Like for example, if you go on meetings and the protocols, it would be awesome to have like a search button where I can type in finance, and all decisions around finance will be there.
Yeah, you're right. It's not yet done. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Or maybe with hashtags to organize it better or something.
I understand the question, but it's not done yet.
Okay. Would be awesome.
Yeah, lots of interest here. Huh? Actually, here this is twice. We add a term and evaluation date for decisions, so that they automatically get on the agenda or somehow get flagged. I would add. Yes.
Excuse me, I didn't get the question.
So if you make a decision and then it needs to be reviewed, and after whatever time interval you choose, is there a way of automating that? So that if you make a decision for 6 months, and 6 months later it pops up and says, you wanted to review this.
No, it's not a feature that we support. I understand the need.
You understand the need. Yeah, right? That's a good one. Did we already say this? How open is it so that terms can be changed? So jargon words like tensions and so on.
How what? Sorry.
How flexibly can words be changed? Like tension. Could tension be turned into something else?
So tension is not personalized. We are thinking about it because some people would like to have specific word for this, but almost all the other words in the application could be personalized, because you will be able to support your own core role. You will be able to support your own meeting templates using your own words and own process. But tension is not personalized, and also domain accountabilities and purpose are not personalized too.
Here's another question that isn't really for you, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, if you want to answer it. Are there any holocratic functions that are not an easy fit in Sociocracy or with Sociocracy?
Mm-hmm.
That's for you, Philippe.
Are there any holacratic functions that are not an easy fit with sociocracy?
I'm hearing the question as the fact that it was originally for holacracy, where might it still be constraining for sociocratic organizations?
I think the main things of that are interesting is are the way to manage your core roles, the way to manage your meetings and process, and we support this sociocratic ways of doing this. I don't see other visible holacracy things that could be a pain for sociocratic practitioners.
All right. Next question here. Smartphones.
Yeah, we have an app to browse your company and the role circles and members. You can't work yet with the app. We can't. You won't find the collaborative apps on the application, but this would be we will be added more features. Yeah, we will do more iterations in the future. We introduce this mobile application in June.
Wow. Could you go to the visual representation again?
Yeah, sure.
There you go. And now there's one of the questions is there a way of seeing double linking between the circles?
You mean like the leader?
Yeah. Leader and then rep link or delegate or whatever you might call it.
So this is a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a
Lisa and Jan, were you thinking visually see? Is that what the question?
Yeah, because like to see who, like in order to see the whole organization linked and not only like that the circles are next to each other, and to see which person is in which circle.
I'm not sure I understand correctly, but let's say the leader would be if you're in the general circle, you will see this cell circle with the leader
overlapping.
Yeah, I mean the leader is part of this circle, but it's also visible in this general circle. How to show you
So
this?
they're basically double represented with the two different roles, but it's not the link visually visible. That's my understanding.
Yeah, I understand your issue. I don't know how to we don't see the leader there. Is it your question? You would like to see the leader of the circle cells directly in this enterprise circle? Is correct?
That would be nice, but also in the graphic.
Okay.
So that you see like the leader of administrative finance, to see if he is in, I don't know in which circle the leader is too. So I don't see the hierarchy or the links of the circles. I just see them next to each other, but I don't know which circles have meetings together.
Okay, I understand. So you're right. We don't see it. Mm.
Right. Oh, there are new questions. Have you considered going open source?
Yes, we did, but it's another business and it's another, I mean, organization. So we decided to do holaspirit with the same models that we were used to, and the one we already know, and it's a SaaS, very traditional business model. So unfortunately, we won't do open source because yeah, it's a different company.
Will you add a description for the different decision-making processes so people know when to choose which process? Oh, and that actually for me feeds into a bigger question, and that is for example, sometimes I wish, and that might be obvious to everybody else, but I'm saying it anyway, you know, that if you do, for example, you saying you're doing a selection process, it pops up of like, oh, by the way, since you're doing a selection, keep in mind this, you know, like a cheat sheet alongside, something like that.
Yeah, So what we want to do first is to open circle settings so that circle admin, we will introduce this role soon. Circle admin will choose how we make decision in different circles, and each circle may have its own decision-making process. And so you already see that we have this activity feed that records every decisions, and also we will have the transparency on all proposals that are made by members in this circle, and then it will be easy to add some notification and to have better interaction with circle members. But everything is not done yet because this new version will replace the green one that maybe you know for some of you. It's a very new version that we are releasing for all our customers now, and we are still releasing and working on many things that will be visible soon on top of this.
Sorry, I was muted. This is the last question I see here, but maybe there's more coming. Do I see my upcoming meetings in the different circles somewhere? So what are the things I need to do and see? Yes.
So you will see all your meetings, upcoming meetings with going to meetings, and you will see my meetings, and then you will have all your meetings that will be visible there. And you can add meetings and also schedule meetings and synchronize with your calendar. So these are the options that you will find for your meetings. So today you have 2 meetings. And with this new administration meeting templates, if you create other meetings, they will appear there so that you will choose what type of meeting I want to open. And we will follow the different round of steps that you would choose on different meetings.
Can I export meetings into Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar? What are the integrations? In general, talk about integrations of what there is with other things that people might be using.
Yeah, like, sure. So yes, you can add to your calendar so that you can see all the meetings with Google, iCal, and Outlook. And regarding the integration, we have integrations with other software like Trello, Asana, Jira, and Basecamp, let's say, for the projects. We have integration with Todoist and OmniFocus for your actions. And you have also integration with Slack and TalkSpirit for communication, so that you can receive specific notification in your in such platform. So I think that we have a lot of integration that you can use to connect holaspirit with your existing application, and you choose them per circle, so it's very flexible.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Here's another question. Oh, hold on. Let me do this first, because that's what the topic we were on just now. IT tool Teams. I don't know. Oh, is that the Microsoft one?
Office. No, we don't have any integration with Teams.
Okay. Can you choose between different agenda types? For example, it looks like many of them are decisions, but how about, feedback or reports? Yeah, info.
Yeah. So today, the main outputs are project actions and governance, like roles, policies. We have also selection, election. We are introducing information, and with the meeting templates, you will be able to choose what type of outputs you would like to have for the agenda round when we will define your own specific meeting. So if you just want to have a meeting to share information, you will be able to select this output and have a meeting just based on this output.
Hold on, I'm not understanding this question right yet. Okay. Can you give access to certain circles agendas to external clients, for example? And now I get it.
Excuse me?
can you, for example, if there's one circle that you want some outside person to have access to, can you just give access to a protected part of it?
Yeah, so this is about privacy settings, and privacy settings will be released in Q1 next year. We are working on a guest mode so that you will be able to invite some guest people on specific circles and to protect or to hide some activities in other circles. And we will also allow people to choose in their circle what they don't want to share with the other members. So it's about privacy things,
yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna add a question right here. And that is the guest identity. That is not a user then? Or how does that work with the pricing structure? And that is a question that's important for organizations that have a lot of volunteers.
Sure. So we already have kind of guests or inactive members just to let them see and browse your organization. They won't participate to meetings or the collaborative apps, and those users are free. This is what we call inactive members. And just to let you know, we offer a specific discount for NGOs and schools. We offer 50% of on our price for such companies, organizations.
That's the question so far, unless there's more questions. So then no. All right, who was that? Lisa or Jen? I'm gonna ask it in person.
Okay, is there a way for versionizing decisions? So I can see like how the solution derived from the beginning, like version 1, version 2 of an agreement, version 3 of an agreement.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Is there a versioning for the agreements or the decisions? Like, so I can go back in history and to see how a solution or how an agreement derived from the beginning.
So we track everything, but it's not visible. This is a goal of the activity feed to give you an overview of all the different evolutions of everything, because we keep track on, so we record them. But the interface doesn't show the different versions.
Okay, but do I technically create a new decision for each version?
Excuse me?
Do I need to create a new decision for each version? Like, are they separate or are they somehow linked?
No, I mean, I don't understand, sorry. There is a decision, version 1, version 2, version 3. So at some point, the version 3 is the latest one. And you are asking if we can come back to the version 2?
Yeah, are they linked somehow? Like, is there a link between them? Or are they separated new decisions? Like,
no, they are linked. I mean, each time you iterate, we keep the link between all iterations regarding a role or regarding everything. So yeah, we have the link. But the interface doesn't show this today.
Okay, thank you.
But I would love to have a motion on the graphic, for example, to see the different evolutions during the time, and just to have this 10 second, 15 second to see the organization evolve. And so technically we can do it, just need to prioritize what we have on our plate. And but this is something really cool I would like to offer to our community, this motion effect.
I would love that. And take a deep breath. Yeah, and I feel bad because we're like firing questions at you. You know, everybody has totally relaxed and you have to be on your toes the whole time. Who can delete a circle?
Well, the circle members of the upper circle can delete a circle. So it will be, so you need to go in the upper circle and you make decisions to delete the role that is a circle. And this is how we process this.
Good. Would there be a discount for cooperatives?
For?
Cooperatives
What's it?
Social change organization in general.
NGO?
Yeah, for example, NGOs. Or
Yeah, we have 50% discount.
I see.
Yeah, and also for schools.
Ooh, that
and
was good information.
Educational,
Is it possible, hold on, I haven't read this yet. Is it possible to collaborate with other organizations who also work with the holaspirit platform?
No, they are not yet linked together. Would be awesome to share some circles between different organizations, but no, it's not possible.
Am I missing something? Oh, there, Lisa.
Do you have like consultants or trainers for holaspirit in different regions?
Yeah, thank you for asking. We have today about 40 consulting partners in different countries. So the answer is yes, because we don't do consulting, coaching, training. We only do the technical side, so the platform. And these partners help our customers to lead this transformation and to help them succeed in such project. For holacracy, but also for sociocracy or whatever the methodology they will use. And we are working in a win-win partnership. I mean, we receive many trials every day, and we send them. We share these trials with our partners, so that they can propose and help those companies with specific services, and it works pretty well.
And do you have also like a business arrangement so that holacracy trainers who consult in companies and introduce your application?
Of course, our our partners also promote or can use our service in different contexts. We don't force them to do it. Finally, the company will choose the best tool. But we think that our offer is already good. I mean, it's a good start. And so if they want to promote, of course they can. So we can, if you want to do a trial or if you just want to test, I would like to say that we can import the data, your data. We have different ways to import your existing stuff, whatever is the tool you're using. So just send an email to me or to our support, hello@holaspirit.com or philippe@holaspirit.com, and we can continue the conversation and also import and let you see your data on the platform. Could be a cool way to continue and see if it's a good fit for you or if not, or what's missing. Of course, there are many things that we would like to add, and it's still in progress. We release, and Ted knows this. We have a public roadmap. If you look at holaspirit roadmap in Google, you will find our roadmap. So we work in a very transparent way. We try to prioritize the things that are the most asked by our customers, and and month after month, our team is becoming bigger, and we can do more things. But this new version is already an important step for us because it's much more open. The technology behind this platform is also better to support the next evolution. So I'm pretty sure that the next year would be very good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, is there anything else you wanna say?
Yeah, before closing this webinar, so of course, thank you, Ted. I would like to share an important event that we will organize next year because I think you must know it. And Ted will be also one of the speakers of this event. It's about what we call the next Gen Entreprise. with different guys. I'm writing a book that will be released in January about the principles behind these new ways, I mean, next generation enterprise. And we are organizing a 2 days event in Paris next year, where you will find popular speakers, but also CEOs and politicians that will come to explain what's happening in this area about self-management, but also for-purpose of enterprise. So you have, I'm pretty sure that you know most of the people that will be speakers, and I encourage you to visit this website, and if you're interested to take a ticket, there is early bird price today. Yeah, so I would just wanted to share this.
Thank you.
It's our contribution to this movement.
Yes. Any other questions anybody has? Any other comments or questions? You can just unmute and speak if that's okay. I don't know all.
One maybe a personal question to you, Philippe. What's your purpose behind all this?
Behind
Behind what you do? Behind creating such a tool?
It's been 15 years since I introduced digital within companies and helping companies to do this digital transformation. My conclusion is that it's all about human. And I mean, the main thing is how to help human people to evolve in the way they work together. And it's also the most difficult part. So what we want to do is to just be a part of this project and to offer a tool that unleash people's potential, people's talent in the company, and to help the companies to reach their purpose better. So this is what I'm passionate with.
Nice to hear. Thank you.